Hello, everybody. My name is Ben. And this is the Week 7 battle versus Gies. I, boldly declared last week that I'd get my revenge on Gies for the first season because he haxed out my poor E-Trend, poor Mama Megma. And I basically lost the game after that point, but, yeah, that's not why I'm so, down in the dumps right now. I'm down in the dumps because Gies and I had a very, very good battle. Lasted 30 minutes or something like that. I just finished editing Maistro's video because I'm way off that. I should have gotten it done beforehand. And I went to pull in the video for my battle against Gies to find out that, my microphone wasn't working for audio, and I forgot to check to see whether or not that would actually happen. Now, I thought I knew better after my battle with Silver Star and Charlie. They both had similar issues in a way. One way I had background music going, but now I won't because I've actually got my speaker on in case I had something playing, so now I'll just turn that off. So yeah, I'm not happy because that takes away all the commentary I had once again. It's a mistake I shouldn't have made. But alas, I did. So, I'll just get into the team quick here, give you guys an overview, and then we'll continue on our day. So, to start with, I'll go with what Gies has, so that way you know what kind of I'm planning to bring. So, he has Hoopa Unbound, Nihilego, Ribombee, Serena, Jellicent, Electivire, Mega Aggron, Latias, Licky Licky, Emboar, and Donphan. Obviously, you've already seen his team of Hoopa Unbound, Donphan, Mega Aggron, Nihilego, Ribombee, I call him Ribombee, not Ribombee, and Jellicent. Now, I expected him to bring Hoopa, Nihilego, Ribombee, Latias, Mega Aggron, and something else. He's got many mons that wall out my Volcarona. Jellicent, Nihilego, and Emboar all wall out Volcarona really well. Aside from Volcarona gets Psychic. It gets Psychic. It gets Psychic and, what do you call it? Hurricane for Emboar. Which means that's okay. Jellicent, Volcarona gets Giga Drain for Jellicent, which is alright, but Nihilego, it gets Psychic and Ground. So yeah. When Gies and I were talking, when setting up our battle, I had a different team than what I do now. My EV spreads were different, my overall plan was different, and I swapped out 2 mons that I originally had. I'll leave that to your imagination, Gies, as to what those were, if you watch, of course, and to anyone that was watching. So I'll just go through the team quickly. I had 3 mons that were changed, or I changed out 2 mons, and I changed 3 different spreads and sets for mons that I had. So, thinking overall that webs was kind of an issue for my team. Overall, I decided to go with Scarf, Defog, Earthquake, Stone Edge, U-Turn, Splork. He's got enough sped crypt for Hoopa. And originally I had knockoff, but I decided, you know what, webs matter too much for Gar in the sense of Latias and Butt Basher's Scarf, which I'm going to show right now. Butt Basher is Scarf with enough speed for Latias, in case that's Scarf. Can't really compete with Cutie Fly with the speed tiers I have. U-Turn, Hydro Pump, Dark Pulse, and Scald. I've Scald as a measure of being safe, not to mention that it also messes with some of his mons if he switches them in and it gets burnt, such as Donphan, Mega Aggron, Emboar, and Hoopa if it happens to be physical instead of special. We'll go back to Gar here, which is Life Orb, Shadow Ball, Focus Blast, Hidden Power, Bug, and Protect. Now this is the mon that I added late. I'm maybe giving away something there, but this is the mon I added late. Or switched out one mon for and added Gar. Overall, when I first thought of it, I thought Gar wasn't great against Gies, but looking back on it, I guess he pretty much is. Obviously, Hidden Power Bug is for Hoopa. And I'll show you right now. that regular Hoopa without HP or special defense, Life Orb Gengar has a 43.8% chance to one-hit KO with HP Rock, or HP Bug, excuse me. If rocks are up, it's a guaranteed OHKO. So, with Protect, because I felt as though Shadow Ball, Blast, and Bug were enough for his entire team spread, I felt I could run Protect and see scout for some things, because you don't have to be just full offense all the time with Gengar. So I realized, well, why not just run Protect? It's great. So there's Gengar. We got Autotomized, Signal Beam, Photon Geyser, Heat Wave, Fire MZ, Kaleidoscope, the Necrozma. Now, 264 speed, 528. Who was I outspeeding? 350? I think it was 350. Yeah, so that's enough speed for me to outspeed Scarf Latias. I don't quite have the capabilities to be able to outspeed Cutiefly? I don't believe. Require 572 divided by 2, 286. Necrozma can't hit 286, never mind. So I could have, but I'd put on some HP. It's max special attack. Obviously, this 3-move coverage set allows it to hit everything. And Fire MZ specifically for Mega Aggron, because Heat Wave, if it was max... actually, I could just show the calc here instead of having to describe it. This is specifically the spread that Gies was using. After the battle, he showed me. But if it was actually full specially defensive, Heat Wave was doing jack fucking shit. And I guess it didn't really matter to be Fire MZ at the end of the day. But Fire MZ I thought was still okay. So yeah, obviously the three move spread hits everything, barring everything especially super effectively, barring Ribombee, Jellicent, obviously, Electivire, and Licky, and Donphan. So 5 of his 11 Mons get hit super effectively with a 3-move spread, which is pretty nice. Chili, the super duper consistency of Splork, being matched with Chili here. Coming again, specially defensive, nothing really to really say about it. It's a switch in specifically, not specifically, but very well to Nihilego. It's a very easy switch in minus rock type moves. And then we finally have Spin Cycle, Road Wash, Full Switch, Defog, Pain Split, Hydro Pump, kill me. Double Defog, I figured webs and rocks were a problem. And knowing Gies and his sort of play style, he likes to play somewhat defensively. So, yeah, full physically defensive. I didn't even really need to go full physically defensive. I could have gone specially defensive and it would have made a difference. This was a free and easy Mega Aggron switch in. It's dead easy. I probably should have gone specially defensive now to look back at it, but what can you do? So that's my 6. Once again, it's different from what I originally had, but looking back on it, I'm kind of glad I did do this, because with the team I originally had, I think I would have had a lot harder of a time against Gies than I did, but yeah, I probably would have. Anyway, so as you can see, we've got the lineups here. Now, deciding on who to start with. For me, I got the double defog, so I'm not too worried about it. I don't want to start Lando on the off chance that excuse me, that he starts anything that outspeeds it. So I don't want to reveal that I'm Scarf just in case. Looking at it, I don't want to reveal that Gren is Scarf either, and none of my other leads are really safe aside from Rotom Wash. Rotom Wash is an incredibly safe and easy lead. Barring Hoopa. Hoopa does things to Rotom Wash that we shall not discuss. Poor fucking washing machine gets bodied by a Hoopa. Anyway, so start the battle here on slow, and I'll stop periodically to talk about what I thought during the moments in between turns, because I feel like it's important for insight into what I was thinking at the time, of course. So I decided to lead Rotom Wash. He decides to lead Ribombee. Now, obviously, you gotta fear the webs here, right? But in any event, I still decide, well, you know what? I've got Lando in the back anyway. So even if he does webs, I could just go Lando for free and it doesn't matter. So I decide to click Volt Switch here. I calc this, and ooh, that's the wrong tab. So is that one. Wash, wash, wash into Ribombee. Haha. Now, assuming that it's this spread, just the sash lead, Hydro Pump doesn't work. But I don't want to risk missing it because knowing my luck, I will. So I just decided to go for the Volt Switch. And since it does 45%, which is normal, I assume it's probably just this spread. I can't actually remember who I go into here. I go hard into Greninja. So, doing this, pulling in Greninja into a fairy bug type is just screaming Scarf. It's incredibly obvious. And I thought, personally, that Gunk Shot was super obvious. Going for it, excuse me. I felt like no matter what, the easy switch in was to Jellicent, because Jellicent walls out Butt Basher unless I click Dark Pulse, but Dark Pulse isn't effective on Ribombee. And, see, Dark Pulse does 28 to 33. It's a 2-hit KO at best. I do believe. Yeah, it's guaranteed 2-hit KO. Calcing's hard. So, I decide I want a U-turn, predicting him to want to swap out, but he doesn't. Which I'm incredibly surprised by. In theory, looking back on it, if this thing was actually Scarfed, I would have just lost Greninja for free. And that would have been a problem. So, thank God he wasn't. I went hard into Piloswine, figuring, okay, well, especially defensive anyway. Yummy, 20%. And I figure I don't want him to get up webs just in case. Or, rather, I don't want him to get off too much damage onto Chili, so I'll just kill it right away. I didn't really value rocks because, the only thing rocks... Oh my fucking god. I wasn't yawning when I was recording. The only thing that rocks really affected was his Ribombee. And while they're good for his team switching out, they don't really matter. He doesn't really have a rock weakness, barring the one Mon. So I just decided, okay, let's get rid of it. He goes hard into Aggron here. Now to this, I want to go hard into Rotom, because it's obviously my switch-in. And he decides to double back out into Hoopa, and I'm sitting here just scratching my head like, alright, this is pretty scary. So I stay in, and I go for a Pain Split. He's faster. I'm faster, excuse me, which is strange to me because that's scary. Rotom Wash has got 208 speed, 208 speed. So, I immediately, as soon as I saw Pain Split, I went Trick Room. To which, he immediately clicks Trick Room. Now, I do something very stupid. I like to use Hoopa on the ladder when I do decide to ladder, because Hoopa is fucking amazing. It may not be great in the ladder system of Showdown, but I do love to use them on. And I completely forgot that this thing gets Energy Ball. Boom, down goes Rotom Wash. At this point, we can also glean that he's probably specially offensive. Which is a problem, because my specially defensive switch-in, Chili, is now at 55%. And I'm lacking my safe and easy Rotom Wash switch-in for Donphan as well. So it's kind of a toss-up right now. I decided to go Gengar and just stall out and see what he decides to do. So I go for the Protect. We learned that he also isn't Life Orb or, what do you call it? Lefties. I can't remember what Gies actually put on this. I can actually open the team up. It was Psychium Z. It was Psychium Z. So that was fairly scary. Oh, wow. Donphan wasn't even Assault Vest. Okay, so that's an interesting thought to know as well. Damn. So, I go hard into Piloswine here. Either way, even if he decides to Energy Ball here, I didn't want to keep Gengar in. Gengar mattered far too much in this game to just toss him away. So I went into Chili because Chili isn't really doing much else. Well, he is useful. He's not doing much. So, yeah, just Ice Shard, get some chip off. He's at 55% now, which means he's guaranteed to die. Oh, hold on. I don't want to eat my own words. Wow, his Hoopa was max HP as well. So let's see. So this was his spread. So what if he was Tanga? Oh, I would have had the absolute work put on me. Oh my lord, that's scary. So that's actually a big thing I was scared about when I was going with oh, Discord popped off. Did he just upload his battle with me? Or no, that's last week's battle, because this is week 7. He just uploaded week 6. Okay, I should put that on Do Not Disturb. I'm so sorry. I was actually incredibly scared of Tangaberry the whole time because my team has got multiple U-turners in, well, just bug type abusers in Volcarona, Lando, and Gren. Like, Tangaberry is a real threat. So anyway, Chili goes down, I go hard into Splork. I sat here for like 5 minutes, a lot longer than I should have been, deciding whether or not I want to go into Greninja or Splork, because each had their usefulness in terms of being the one to U-turn out into one of my other different threats. At the end of the day, I decided to go with Splork, because it doesn't reveal to him that I'm Scarf, and Splork just hits harder anyway, so I decided to U-turn off. As he goes into Donphan, and I immediately assumed, okay, so it's just Rocky Helmet. It's not even Rocky Helmet. So, obviously I switch into Cosmo on the next turn, but as you can see, it did 25%. To which I noticed that was like way too much damage to be doing to a Donphan. So I pulled up this spread. Obviously, if it's max HP, U-turn's doing nowhere near 25%. So I pulled it back, and I looked, and I just decided, is this a specially defensive Donphan set? Because no HP, hits the 25% range, and he can't have any defense in him unless he had like 40, and I just got lucky with a high roll. But even then, I immediately assumed, okay, so it's not Rocky Helmet, it's not Leftovers, it has to be Assault Vest. But it wasn't. It was actually Pasho Berry the whole time. Which I found a little bit weird. Greninja is literally my only water type, as far as I'm aware right now. Please don't correct me. Okay, Greninja and Rotom Wash. But Rotom Wash... Oh, Donphan gets Seed Bomb. Wash would have been nailed by that thing. Okay, I see you, Gies. I see you. I'm just stupid. I hardly ever use those kinds of berries. But anyway. So from that, I assumed he must be especially defensive type. In that same vein, I don't want to go Greninja because obviously, Jellicent. That's it. Jellicent is always a free and easy switch in against Greninja, almost as free as Keldeo attacking into a Jellicent. So I decided to go to Krozma and just click, not bother with Autotomize, but just click Photon Geyser. Because the main problem with Autotomizing is it's wasting a turn because Jellicent always comes in for free, never dies to the moves that I have on Necrozma, and just clicks Trick Room because I checked during the battle. Does this thing get Trick Room? Yeah. At this point, specifically, I remember this point specifically. Because I thought, okay, so what if he is Trick Room on his Jellicent? What then? And then I thought, well, he gets Scald, which hits Lando, and hits Piloswine. Okay, so Scald, Shadow Ball hits everything I have, and I know for a fact it gets Energy Ball. So literally, Jellicent could 6-0 my team. So it's like, this is pretty bad. So there we go. I just decided to Photon Geyser, check out for damage. And since I said he was Pasho Berry, he had like lots of investment in Spadef. So I also take the Ice Shard chip, just get the Donphan up and out of here. And now at this point, he goes hard into Jellicent, I believe, just outright and freely. Yep. To which I respond with a Photon Geyser of my own. I don't really have a move to go for aside from just Tin It, which did some pretty nice damage. His Jellicent had lots of... Oh, wow. So it was actually 4 in HP, 252 in defense, and 252 in special attack with a Quiet Nature, so... Hey, that's pretty cool. What even is Quiet? What does Quiet do? Quiet gives you plus attack minus speed. Okay, so he was planning to reverse sweep me with this thing, or just sweep me outright right now. So with Necrozma in, I decided, okay, he's probably not gonna predict with an energy ball, so I decided to go Greninja, to which he takes 25% to his credit. If this thing was energy ball, I'm more than certain Gren died at that point, because, oh my lord. So T52 in special attack, modest, and energy ball compared to Giga Drain. So how much did that do to Greninja? 60. So Greninja was originally at 75%. So Giga Drain had literally no chance to kill. But if Gies had packed energy ball instead, Greninja would have been fucking nailed and gone. So I just clicked Dark Pulse, to which he eats it with a Colbur Berry, and I'm sitting here like, damn, this sucks. I believe I just sack Greninja here. Yeah. So this was also another tough turn. With the 3 remaining mons I have, obviously Gengar comes in for free and just clicks Shadow Ball, which I believe I do, or do I go Lando? I think I just go, yeah, no, I have to go Gengar for the Protect. But there's 1 turn left. So I was thinking something, because I was personally thinking, if I were him right now, because I need to Protect, right? So I personally would have doubled out into Hoopa, but even then that still doesn't make sense, because Gar doesn't kill with Shadow Ball because he's at 55%, right? So this is something that GS doesn't know. He wouldn't know that I'm Life Orb at this point, but a regular Hoopa at 55% with no HP whatsoever doesn't die from a Shadow Ball. He's at 55%. Shadow Ball does not kill. So if I were him in this specific... Whoa, hey, I moved my screen. I'm so sorry. Oh, that's not going to be in the same place as it was originally. Oh, titties. Oh, no. I'm so sorry. Anyway, so if I were Gies with his team right now on my Protect, I would have doubled out into Hoopa. Hoopa lives any move that I have unless I'm packing HP Bug. To which case, he can just set up another Trick Room in case I wasn't packing HP Bug, because nothing else kills unless Sludge Wave does. Does Sludge Wave kill? Fuck me sideways. So never mind. That was an insight that I thought I had, but it just didn't matter at the end, because Sludge Wave, I guess, actually had an incredibly high chance to kill, 81%. So there we go. I guess that's why he didn't do that. So I Protect, to which he tries to Shadow Ball, and it don't matter. Obviously, I just go for the Shadow Ball here. No real crazy reason not to. Boom. Claim a kill on the Jellicent. And now we reveal that we're Life Orb. To which he responds with going Hoopa. So he already knows that he's max HP. So even then, he knows that he's living a Sludge Wave. So that's why he didn't bother to double out. But even then, he could have saved his Jellicent for another turn to burn, or not burn, but, you know, have available to himself. So, obviously, he realized that even if I am timid, what if I'm modest? Does modest matter? Okay, modest had a chance to kill, but I'd obviously be timid. He figured that he'd be able to get the free Trick Room off, to which I reply, HP Bug. Which is fucking beautiful. I'm so glad I decided to bring Gengar on this guy. So he goes into Nihilego, to which I reply with a Protect. Power Gem is scary, but Power Gem isn't incredibly worrying. Gies at this point was convinced that I had to double out into Lando in order to win. Because he didn't think that my 2 remaining mons of Gengar and Kaleidoscope would be able to close out the game. So he decides to double out into his Aggron, and at this point I decided, well, I've just got Lando and I've got Necro anyway, so as long as he doesn't get, even if he does get the +1 on Nihilego, it doesn't matter because Lando lives. I assumed that he was Scarf instead of Specs, because he wouldn't stay in otherwise, or even go Nihilego to begin with. So Scarf. 252. +1. Lando does not die to power gem. So there's that. He also believed that I had to go with Lando anyway because he was calcing with the defensive Lando spread, is what he tells me. Which is max HP. So +1 power gem, like, still does the work. What if I was 252 in special defense? So power gem still had the chance to kill. But with my Lando spread, which is the only spread that matters at this point in time, he had a chance to be 2-hit KO'd if I swapped in on Nihilego. It had about a 50% chance to 2-hit KO. So I didn't go into Lando and I just opted to Shadow Ball instead. Boom. 76% gone! Yay! Goodbye, Mega Aggron! Thank you, Gar! So that's 3 kills for Gar so far, which is great. Gengar really doesn't really get to do much and come to many battles, and he's put in the work this battle. I'm so happy. So he just goes into Nihilego again. Power Gems, gets the kill on Gar, and get the fucking disable on him, unfortunately. Wasn't even Scarf on his Nihilego? He was Scarf. I calced Ron somehow, and I don't remember how. Somehow, I calced it where Gengar had a chance to live, or didn't actually die at 61% or something. So that was fucking weird. But he's choice locked, he's been disabled, thank you, Gar. It didn't matter. It really didn't matter, because as you've already seen from the calc, Lando doesn't die to a +1 power gem. If he crit me and got the win that way, I literally I wouldn't have been happy. That would have been a Humble Haunter replay from week 2. Oh my god, I would have been frothing at the mouth. I would have been so mad. So yeah, just go into Lando here. Incredibly easy. Go for the EQ, and boom goes the Dynamite. He uses Struggle, of course. Takes 24%. Fuck, that's stupid. Struggle's stupid. And boom goes the Dynamite. Sport gets the kill. So, yeah. I'm so fucking glad I decided to change out the Mons on my team, because this would have been a lot tougher of a battle against Gies. Like, he literally said, give me 10 minutes and then we'll battle. And I'm like, okay. And I'm looking at my team and I'm looking at his roster. It's like, this layout or this setup I have is stupid. This team sucks. I can't go in with this. Like, this doesn't work, this doesn't work, this doesn't work. Who was I building for? And then I started looking more and I realized that I had some other builds for Gies, like, in storage. And it's like, why am I not using these? So I tossed them in, and it all thankfully worked out. And I'm glad it did. I got my revenge for last season. How badly did I lose to Gies last season anyway? I want to check now. Because of that stupid freeze on Heatran that tilted me into next year. Let's see. I lost to Gies 0-5. Ooh, that's rough. That is a rough loss for me personally, and oh, I miss battling with that team. But this team is just as great. I mean, my record's currently 6-2. I played 8 games, 6-2. Yeah, I gotta battle Thunderflight and Cody Cow. I battle Cody Cow tomorrow, actually. And then I battle Thunderflight and Yuri sometime before this upcoming Thursday. Today's Friday, so... Anyway, I need to get the fuck up on out of here. This is almost taking 30 minutes of me talking. It's almost as long as the actual battle. But, yeah, it actually has been recording audio, right? It says it has, so if it actually hasn't been, I'm about to be pissed. So, yeah, I'm gonna get up on out of here. Next week, you're gonna get the battle versus Yuri. Thunderflight and Cody Cow's videos will respectively be coming out on the Saturdays of the week that they are happening. Let me just quickly go. There we go. Shit, I can't actually show you without spoiling, you know, like records. Ah, fuck it, I'll edit it out, as much as it's not fun to do that. So, week 9, Charlie, that'll be coming out. Yuri's battle, excuse me, will be coming out next Saturday. The Saturday after will be Charlie, Saturday after will be Thunderflight, and the Saturday after will be Cody Cow. So yeah, look forward to those if you like watching these battles. They're fun. Even if I did have, oh god, what? Oh, going through it and editing Maestro's battle was, oof. It was a big oof. Not incredibly fun to, you know, read or rewatch, excuse me. But anyway, I'm done. I've been talking way too fucking long. God, I do this every time. Next week against Yuri. And hopefully we can keep up the very high record again, just like last season. I don't plan on losing, but it very well could happen with the lineup we got. It's very much been shown twice already. So anyway, yeah. Let's go Edmonton Aegislash. I'm fucking done. God, shut your mouth!